Thanks for joining us. I'm Nari McDiarmid for miningnews.net, and I'd like to welcome Bruce Lane, Executive Director and Chief Executive with uranium explorer GTI Energy. Now, Bruce, how would you introduce GTI?
Hi, Naira. Look, GTI is best described, as you said, as a uranium explorer and a developer in Wyoming, and we have a real focus on in-situ recovery, mining resources. So that sets us apart from conventional mine projects, which we believe is a key part of our proposition.
Now, your key projects, as I understand, Bruce, are in Wyoming, which is known for its ISR uranium projects. What are the highlights at your flagship project there, La Herma?
Yeah, look, the great thing for us about Low Herma is we've been able to get a hold of a database which we think would have taken about 3 years and cost at least $15 million to replace or to create. So with getting a hold of that database, we've been able to accelerate the process of getting to JORC resources very quickly. So we started the year without any JORC resources on our books, and since the start of the year, we've been able to declare a resource both at our Great Divide Basin projects, but also now at our Low Herma project. And so that sets us up well for a drilling campaign to be able to expand and verify that resource as we go forward.
And I understand you've set quite a large exploration target as well, Bruce.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, the JORC, the inferred resources that we have to date total just short of 7.4 million pounds at an average production grade of around 600 ppm, which we know is good production grade in the district. That's what our neighbours' resources look like, and so we know that that has the real potential to move forward into production. But in addition to that, we've got an exploration target across a combined exploration target across our Great Divide Basin and Low Herma Powder River Basin project of between around 10 and up to approximately 20 million pounds. So if we hit the top end of that and add that to our inferred resource, we're getting close to 30 million pounds. The bottom end of that exploration target would get us around 20 million pounds. That's without adding anything for our Green Mountain project. So we just completed a geophysics survey on that. We're waiting on the final interpretation from that data. But we're hoping to be able to add pounds at Green Mountain as well. And I think the interesting thing to note is that all of these projects are within about 100 miles of each other. So they can effectively work as one project together.
Well, Bruce, can you tell me a little bit about the management team at GTI?
Nara, the management team have been a key part of the reason why we've moved forward with these projects. So Jim Boffman is on our board. He's an executive director. He's a Wyoming local. He's a geologist and has been involved in uranium exploration and development projects. He was CEO of High Plains Uranium, which was sold to Uranium One back in 2006, and also with Cyclone Uranium. So he's had a long, successful career in uranium development projects there. And also we've partnered up with Doug Beam, who's the principal at BRS Engineering. So he's been our executional partner there. And Doug's been at it since the 70s with uranium in Wyoming, both as a developer or an explorer and discoverer of deposits. But he's also developed ISR projects and rehabilitated them, along with coal mines and various other things. So he's been a key part of our executional team as well. So we're in very good hands. We've got very good advice and support, very good local knowledge, and we think that's a key part of our success to date and our success going forward.
And finally, Bruce, to sum up, what would you like a potential investor to hear about GTI Energy?
So the key message I think that I'd like investors to take on board is that nuclear power is now very firmly established as part of the energy transition going forward. The USA in particular has committed to nuclear power, recommitted to nuclear power, and said they want to triple their nuclear power generation from 100 gigawatts a year to 300. So that's a tripling for the world's current largest buyer of uranium. So the other things that are really important are to realize that uranium price has already strengthened very significantly over the last couple of years, and we believe that that trend will continue, and we'll see a significant improvement in uranium price. And what that will do is encourage investment in the sector and allow us to continue to invest in our projects. We've already discovered in-situ recoverable amenable uranium in Wyoming, and our plan is to continue to develop those projects so that we can create commercial options in the near term. So those are the key things that I'd like people to take away, and to keep a very close watch on what we're doing. Hopefully they will choose to invest, but I think the sector itself is going to develop quite significantly, or in quite an exciting fashion, over the next few months. And I think it'll be great for people to be part of that.
Wonderful. Well, Bruce, thank you very much for taking the time to speak today.
Thanks, Nora. Thanks for speaking to me.